I said, is it? Oh, okay. Wouldn't be the first time. And she said, yeah, there's no schedule up. And I went, yeah. So there isn't a schedule, it's a non-conference. Explained what that is, and what makes MeasureCamp different, effectively. So these are the things that kind of make MeasureCamp different. The people, you guys. So we're here in a conference centre on a Saturday. And really we get the most passionate people in the industry arrive. And yes, it's free, it's a free conference, and yeah, okay, you don't have to pay for it. But you still have the passion to come to an analytics conference on a weekend, and you're really excited to be here, and that kind of shows through. We also get the brightest people, the people that want to share their knowledge, the people that are excited about the industry. And the difference is we're really all about sharing knowledge. And it's a two-way street, and you can all share knowledge with one another. There'll be someone in this room that has an amazing Google hack, has an amazing Adobe hack, knows some crazy stuff about SQL that no one else in the room's figured out. There'll be, you will know something, and you should share whatever you know with each other. It's all about knowledge transfer. And today it's a bit punk. Yeah, I went old school. There's some people in the room who won't know who that is.
Put your hands up.
Which is also good. Quite like that. So today is very homemade. You're making the content. It's a bit daring. You can we don't know what you're going to write. We don't know what is going to end up on that board, and that's brilliant. And it's a level playing field. So if you're a junior analyst, you can run a session. If you're head of a consultancy, you can run a session. If you're an engineer, you can run a session. It doesn't matter who you are. Look, join in, and if you join in the mosh pit and you want to crowd surf and try it out, we're all friendly, we're all going to catch you, it'll be fine. The MeasureCamp difference, okay? Some of you are going to be walking in with those shoes, there's going to be some people that have got these shoes, and there'll be a few of you that have been here for so long, you're probably going to walk in with some of them. And it is all about the content, because at the end of the day, if we didn't have stuff, so you all got some nice stuff when you walked in. You got a nice speaker, nice Bluetooth speaker, you got a nice notebook, nice bag, t-shirts, the works. But if all that stuff wasn't here, we'd be in a shed somewhere with you guys putting the content together and actually sharing what you know. So have a go, put a session card up, write big and clearly, and you know what? That's how we grow, okay, as a community. And it might take a little bit of time, but 2012, some of you were junior analysts and you've come back time and time again, and some of you are running a department now. And you do say that if it wasn't for MeasureCamp, you probably wouldn't progress so far in your career, and we take a little tiny bit of credit for that. But it is obviously about you guys wanting more and being passionate about what you do. So 2012, there's London MeasureCamp, and now there are many, and they're all a bit different. They're all around the world, and people are starting MeasureCamps up all over the place. These are all different ones from different places. So we're probably up to 50 plus now. So let's see where you've all come from today. Who got on a plane? Yeah. Who got on a plane from France? One guy. Many French people. It's usually loads of French people. Train, of course. I don't do that either. I don't really go very much. Just in my house a lot. Spain. Oh, good. Germany, Hungary, Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia, Czech something, what do they call it now? Czechia, personal checkout. Hungary, does it say Hungary? Holland, yes, I knew they were in the building. Further afield, the States. No, I couldn't be bothered to do that. It's a long way, isn't it? Have I missed anywhere? Australia, cool. But you work here. Did you get on a plane specifically for MeasureCamp?
No, I don't work here.
Not in, so you got on a plane from Australia for MeasureCamp?
I have family here, so...
Oh,
Yes, that's
smell a rat there. So. Trying it on. Hasn't met me before, fair enough. Who's the first timer? Who's not been to, holy smokes! God, you all think I'm really weird. Because you haven't met me before. I need to slow down, oh my God. Okay, well that is brilliant. That's really, really good. So, 1 to 4. One to 5. You've been, yeah. These are Star Wars references. The problem with this slide. Somebody help me out with this slide. I've not watched Star Wars, so hopefully this makes sense to you and you appreciate the sort of geeky humour in it. 4 to 8. 7 to 11. Working. 9 to 7 to 11. 10 to 14. More than 14. A few. Wow, it's a hobby. That is a hobby. So, who's kind of new to analytics? Like this year, maybe started out giving it a bash. 2 or 3 years? Interesting. 4 or 5? Over 5. Okay, experienced lot. Scary. Okay, good. 10, 15 years, like old people. No, old school. Right. This is a slide about where you work. Okay. Who doesn't love an icon? So, first one, do you work client side? At this point I meant to say, oh, vendors, close your eyes or something, but you've got a big badge on your front of you. It'd be a bit tough, wouldn't it? What's the next one? Agency. See? Alcoholics. Good split. Like consultancy nomads. I just work in a Starbucks. That guy, you that guy. There's a few of them. There's a few of them. I've got like a really super powerful processor. Yeah. Nomad guy. Vendor. A few vendors in the room. You'll know them because they'll have a big yellow tablecloth or a big orangey tablecloth. They'll be out there. It's the venue. You're in it. What this is basically a layout of is the venue. But obviously, these are the number of people that you can fit in a room. So when you do run your session, you can either pick the appropriate size room. Okay. You will have one of these in your welcome bag. And it will have more information on that leaflet in your welcome bag. So keep hold of that. It will become useful later for many reasons. So there's another rule to unconferences. If you think, oh, that session looks ideal for me, and then when you get inside you're like, whoa, that is right over my head, or the geezer's boring you. Right, everyone's super interesting and knowledgeable, and there's going to be no boring presentations whatsoever. No, you can leave. Just do it really discreetly in a nice, friendly way and stuff. Because you really just want to get the most out of today, and you just don't want to be somewhere that you've sort of accidentally ended up. We don't have that many rules, but one rule is there ain't no ish time. Okay, so if you're running a session, run it on time, because we don't really have a lot of buffer in there, and you want to be able to get from place to place to place, so try not to run over. So this has been free, so today is free, so you've got some stuff, you've got breakfast. Without sponsorship, we wouldn't be able to have this lovely venue, so a thank you for our gold sponsors, which are Observe Point, the Land Registry, DLG, Digital, HubScan and Decibel. Some of our sponsors are actually doing things today that you can get involved with, or have been involved with. So The Land Registry, first time, very exciting actually, ran a competition with us on the run-up to MeasureCamp. You may have seen it on Twitter and on LinkedIn. It's not like I didn't plug it every 5 minutes. And it was to look at their data, open data, and create a visualisation. You can go to the Land Registry desk and see what people created, and we had 5 finalists, so you can see what the 5 people that are in with winning a prize actually produced. Quite cool. Observe point of doing 3 things today. So I got in early. That from one pair, I don't know if it's left or right. There's some on my feet over there. That's nice. Look, it's a weekend. I can't remember who the other feet were. It doesn't matter. Of course I do. Get some socks. Tweet a picture of you in the socks. Let's have some fun, crazy pictures of these yellow socks today. It'll just be a laugh, really. And they're giving away a prize for the best picture. Guess the M&Ms. So just guess the yellow M&Ms in the jar. Also a prize available for that. In your welcome bag, you've got a yellow postcard. Well, slightly bigger than postcard. If you fill that out, you are also in with winning a prize. And we do have a list of prizes at the Observe Point booth, and you'll be able to figure out what those are. Decibel, it's for data, it's a bit interesting, guessing stuff. Just saying, a lot of guessing stuff. Guessing with numbers. I mean, yeah, hiding the numbers in your fine, guessing. How much Lego, guess how much Lego, and they've got a floating Bluetooth speaker you can win. Facebook came on board a little bit late on. We didn't have any room left in the venue, but thank you so much to them. They've sponsored the after party. By the way, this is an illustration, not inspiration, so don't think I'm going to work my way along, because that one there is a B-52 and you do not want to get involved with that at the end. That is a hangover to remember. In the after party, we've also got some games as well. We've got Cards Against Humanity, which I sometimes play even without the cards. So, Harnham are sponsoring the recruitment side of things, very loyal sponsor, and you can kind of have a career, sort of like an MOT really. They'll have a look at your CV, tell you what you can earn, how well you're doing, what your potential is. There's also a chance to win some Dr. Dre Beats headphones, and you can pick up a salary survey to just sort of leave on your boss's desk in a really sort of casual fashion when you get back on Monday. Just picked this up at the unconference that I went to on the weekend because I'm a really good employee, and also found it. I don't know why I'm doing the comic book guy from The Simpsons voice today, but apologies. Like gold sponsors, just as important, Catena Media, call tracks, they track your calls. That's what they do. They do it really well. Syntaza, they're all about behavioural software and modelling. They do things like recommendation engines, so if that's interesting to you, go and talk to them. Dynamic Yield, all about personalisation and leverage personalisation on the web. Silver, Telium, is Joe in? Did Joe make it in? Did. He's around, he's just not in here. You'll meet Joe, he's around. He's from Telium. They do tag stuff, tag management. Testboard is an analytics project management tool to sort you out with your work. Metso Labs very kindly sponsored breakfast, and Analytics Boosters are a lovely consultancy that took a silver sponsorship. So yeah, thank Metso Labber for your bacon roll. Very savvy of them to sponsor breakfast. A lot of awareness in your mouths. Which brings me on to, it's going to get a little bit deep, okay, guys, so please bear with. So we heard about a lady who is from Holland, has been to London MeasureCamp and also Amsterdam MeasureCamp and is not very well. And the logo at the top will give it away for why she's not very well. And she her name is Efri, and she is our inspiration for our charity. Newbies, as there are many newbies, this is how it works. We've got a lot of jargon up there. If you're in a session and somebody says any of these things, they should put some money in our swear jar, and that money will then go to Joe's Cervical Cancer Trust this time. So yeah, I put these at the bottom because I've been to lots of analytics presentations. Anyone who's maybe a little bit senior, it's been a few analytics presentations, will probably be sick of seeing Scott Brinker's Mars-Head diagram. Although it's great, people use it to kind of try and look smart. And at the bottom, anything about Back to the Future to try and talk about AI and get confused with it. Really strange. Don't be a tightwad. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff today, you're going to get a lot of knowledge. If there's something that you learned today that you can take back to work and it's going to make you look like a superstar, it's probably worth putting a £5 in the charity box. Oh, and by the way, no excuses, we bought a card reader. I'd like to thank Mike and the committee for a card reader. And let me tell you, it's quite powerful. So if you geezers like to put your wallet in your back pockets, I am unscrupulous. I'd like to bring Samantha up now just to have a quick chat about social media. And I'd like to say, if you've been following us at all on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, we've been doing stuff, and the stuff we've been doing is down to Samantha. So I'll be thanking her again later, but yeah, instead of just, hello, see you in 6 months, she's been really ramping things up. So over to you for a sec.
I'm not as funny as Keely, so I will just crack on with it. We've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So please follow us on all of them, whichever one is your favourite. If you want to share any of your photos to that today, use the hashtag MeasureCamp. We're going to collect them, we'll make some albums, pull them together in a story file, and make sure that you guys get to see what happens today. But also all the other MeasureCamps. So MeasureCamp Milan is up next. I know someone is here today who's taking back all the learnings from today so that they can have it at Milan MeasureCamp. Pete and I are going along to that, so really excited, and you can always follow the MeasureCamp hashtag to see what's going on in other countries in case you're travelling or you're going back home and there happens to be one on. What we do really want to do today is make sure that we capture all of this fantastic knowledge. So it's all good and well that we get to share it amongst ourselves, but if you're giving a talk and you're happy to have it live streamed, then myself and Mods, wearing one of these shirts as well, we're going to be going around and live streaming on Periscope through Twitter. So as long as you're happy if you see us doing that, if you're not happy because you're talking about some sensitive client stuff, that's totally fine, but do let us know. And also, if you're happy to have your presentation shared at the end, if you can tweet it with this hashtag, or pick your favourite social channel, we'll monitor them all, and then we'll gather them and share them on the website so that it can become a bit of a knowledge hub as well. But yeah, please share all your fabulous photos today. We're going to be around. You'll notice there's a guy with a big camera. So we're trying to get some high quality content so that we can really show all the MeasureCamps how it's done properly. Thanks, Gilly.
Can you do some stupid pictures and put them on Instagram? I love that. I would love that. So just a few more slides because I've got 3 minutes or so. It's fine, running on time, good times. If any of you are recruiting, we've made a template. So put your company logo and what the job is, job description, kind of pay bracket if you want. Come and grab one of those from us, and we're going to put those on the glass wall. So hopefully we'll get a few. Yeah, so instead of us sort of trying to draw them all out with marker pens, yeah, you do it, and then I'll stick it up on the wall. Be great. That's what one looks like when you have done it. It's pretty simple. They'll just be written out. And also just some basic housekeeping, really. Don't smoke, outside the building, smoke in the garden. If you haven't found the loo yet, there's signs, but they're down there. You need a re-entry badge, so if you need to nip out for any reason, you'll need to get a badge to get back in. We have adapters and connectors. When you're finished with them, borrow them. When you're finished with them, put them back again where you got them, or give them to the person you got them from, so that we don't run out, or there's not someone with some kick-ass presentation that's going, I need an adapter. Respect the venue and the staff. They are gorgeous people. We've been coming here for ages. Alexia and her crew are absolutely brilliant, can't do enough for us, and so just be a delight to them, if that's okay. Not that I can think of a reason why you wouldn't be, but you know, just saying. This, I'm hoping, is an absolutely useless moot slide. I really don't know why we need such a slide, but thank you for Manchester for being the first to have a code of conduct, and we nicked it from them. You're all lovely, so you're not going to do any of these things. I won't have to chuck anybody out. It's that simple. So, have you got any questions? We will have a little place for those, so if you want to put something in the collection, then, and also we'll have our kick-ass card reader app.
What's the digital link to donate? Is it shown in like?
It's on your leaflet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that will be on the leaflet. So if you want to donate, just transfer the money through or do it via the Virgin page. Then it is on the map, on the back of the map, as are the swear words and a bunch of other things. By the way, in the bottom of your bag, you will have some beer tokens for the after party later as well. So and they're small, so they might get a bit lost. So try and fish them out if you want to put them in your pocket for later. Stick around to the end of the day. We do have door prizes. We've got sponsor prizes. And also we'll find out who's won the data visualization competition with the land registry as well. So there's lots of that stuff, and also the after party. Right, I'm just going to have a look at what's the time. 1 minute to go. Bang on. Right, session grid's open if you want to run like the speed of a puma and put your card up. Hooray!